The man himself, Kieran. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, bro.
The mastering engineer extraordinaire, LMP studio. You got the garden studio, bro.
Engraved. Hopefully a little bit bigger.
Okay. Oh wow, bro. Goodness
That's
me.
it.
This is a nice setup, bro. You got
That's
like
it. All
really
built.
cozy.
Built by myself and my brother-in-law, built from scratch.
Gosh, how long did this take you to make?
No, we make that over a 2 months period, because we did everything, brickwork, everything, and all the panels are built by me, all the wall stuff, everything in here.
So if you need to make it work,
everything.
Gosh, man.
A whole lot.
Gosh, we're definitely gonna have to get into this with all this gear. You've got so much stuff, Kieran. Yeah. Honestly, what would you say? I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to just talk me through it. I know what everything is, but a lot of other people don't know what everything is.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
What's your favourite piece in here?
My favourite piece in here.
God, you go.
That's a tough one. It's in gear and stuff. I would say my favourite piece. If I minus the LAAL, which I've just added.
You told me about this thing's insane at getting loudness.
I would say my favourite piece of stuff there in here is this.
Yeah.
It's limited edition, only 100 made for this here. I have number 49. This is very new compressor. You know, this Phoenix Master Plus is great sounding mastering compressor. Nice. Don't forget below here.
Oh my goodness, we got the bells.
It's all about this.
Oh, my, that's why that masters. So you mastered the Jay Warner project that I mixed, right? Yeah. And you was running it out through these bells.
Yep.
It gave
so out of that and capture. And then the great thing about, because people always have the issue about bells with the sound of the transformers, right?
Yeah.
The issue with those now, I can turn them off or on if I don't want them.
Okay.
So I can add them in or out. Great.
Nice. Awesome. And then what you got, the monitor controller, what one are you using here?
So I use this. This is here the Satari, and that's the Satari from Orion 42, and that's the Satari. So, and then that's just the remote for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know you've been waiting to talk about this, but we're gonna have to get into this because I know you've been selling me on these for a while. Can we hear them?
Yeah, you will hear
those. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah. So I just asked Kieran, like, what are these tubes?
Yeah.
And you said they're your heaters for winter time.
Yeah, for me to warm the room. How? I have 2 of them here, one in each corner.
How? What? I've never seen this technology in my life.
Because I didn't want because my room is not a great big size room. Yeah. I didn't want to, you know, when you put them big radiators on there to take up more space.
And they also resonate like
So I put those tubes. Those tubes I use in greenhouses.
Oh.
Yeah, you can heat up greenhouses with them. So I got like a 1.2 and a 600 or 800, 900 I think this is. And then they permanently wired. And I just need to just press the switch and boom.
And just to reiterate this, I know you said it before, you built all this yourself.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah. This whole roof, this is filled with a special kind of insulation in there between the rafters. So if you knock on that there, you know, you'll hear the room. You know, it is well crafted. I make sure that if you look at the height of here today, they're not a box covered room. Yeah. So that already, when people have what you call a square room, it causes more issues than the room that have a little bit of shape to it. Yeah. So that's why I slanted the roof that way. Yeah. This side is lower than that. So when you measure my speaker height, nothing is even. That's the number one issues people have with speakers. You know, when the distance from the floor to the speaker is the same from the speaker to the roof. Yeah. I made sure that doesn't happen here. Yeah. You know, little stuff like that make a difference. So it's
not at a halfway point. Yes. That's where you get the most nulls
and stuff. So I kind of tweaked it in a lot of ways, but this room is kind of like a kind of brick with an insulation over the brick and then into plasterboard and then over the plasterboard. So yeah, took me a while to kind of design it, but I kind of capitalize on the space.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. No, you need to do that again, bro. Okay, man said, let me turn the power on. It's like clicking buttons on his phone. What? No, what is this? I can't even see it because of friction. What is going on? This Google, what is that?
Yeah, that's from my my switches here. You can see them. My plugs into my power conditioners.
So I can literally set this up. So wait, no, you need to bust us because everyone's gonna want to know. Do what you did, bro. To please. This man just turned his studio.
So I just go into there like that. It's called TOPO. I use the TOPO. I think I buy the TP100 wireless switches.
Yeah.
Put in here like that. So I have one power conditioner. Yeah. Which is the main one. You see this side comes on. Oh my gosh. Then power conditioner 2, which is this side.
Oh my gosh.
And then studio. Yeah. Boom. lights.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah, for the studio.
No, I'm never turning my studio on again. Are you mad? Bruv, I'm not doing anything. In fact, I want it to motion detect when I walk in, and I want everything to just turn on. Yeah. That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously, because you have the knowledge from the electrician side of things, right? That's why you're able to. I just got scared. I was like, I don't want to blow up anything, and I was just like, maybe it doesn't have enough rated power. It was like something A, and I didn't understand how that related.
Enough power. Good. Because if you have a power condition, the power conditioner would know if it's not getting enough power. Especially if you have those that actually show you the reading of how much power it's getting. Mine isn't, but I know I have no issue with power. Okay. No issue with power here.
Amazing.
This is my cooling edition. This is custom made for me from Indonesia.
Okay.
Right. So this is my mastering, what I call my mastering insert switcher.
Okay.
Right. So I can insert 8 pieces of gear, but I did this in a very clever way. So number one, click this here. This is my Better Maker Pultec EQ.
Okay.
Right. Number two is my 542s. Now, sometimes I want to put the 542s before the Pultec. In case I want to give low end on the Pultec, I want to put the 542s before it. Boom. Yeah. 542s is before.
So Pultec. That's like moving around the order of things. Yep.
So number three comes up with those two compressors here. Okay, they're linked. All right, this is like an SSL compressor, and this is a compressor. It has two massive transformers in it. And the width on it, there's nothing that has a width knob like this I've ever come across. The company no longer exists. They're from Safe Sound Studio Audio. They kind of, after I bought it, that company went bust, but that unit is special. Yeah, here is an exclusive for you guys. This is the world first 3-in-1 500 series compressor, where you have a stereo compressor, dual mono, and the very first MS 500 series compressor.
Crazy, which is unfortunate because you're selling it to everyone, but they can't go and buy it. But yeah, stereo toolbox, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the width knob is incredible, and you have 3 compressors in one.
Okay.
Okay. Then number 5, I have number 5 on a parallel. Okay.
Wait.
Which is my Culture Vulture.
So this knob here is controlling the mix wet dry.
Yep. This is my Culture Vulture.
Oh, bro, and those things in parallel are so powerful.
So I can really give a nice tone in there, and I can just give 10%.
And in the mixer master. That's now blended into your
10% into the mix.
Because the thing is, you tried to explain this to me, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand what was going on. But seeing it in person and understanding your workflow now.
Then we go number 6, which is my mastering EQ.
Yeah. Okay. But can you have more than one thing engaged at the same time? Or
they all engaged like that in there like this.
That's crazy.
Right. Then number 6.
What is it on the back? Just is D-sub or
D-subs.
Okay.
Yeah. So then if I wanted to put the EQ before the Vulture, I can do that. But then here is it. Number 7 is my Rupert Neve.
Yes.
Now, this is the thing about the Rupert Neve. Everyone have been battling of the Rupert Neve of being able to put silk red in the middle, or let's go silk blue in the middle and silk red on the sides.
Yeah.
Okay? If I unlink it, you can put silk red on the sides. Eh?
Yeah.
Right. You can't do this on the Rupert Neve by itself, even if you go in SFE mode. Because the texture is after the SFE to come.
Okay.
Right? But here, watch this. I can just do this, boom, MS mode. And now, this is MS.
But so now whatever's in 7, you can make it into MS. Right? So then now the left is mid.
So I can put blue in the mid, and I can give red on the sides.
Bro, you're going to have to, you're definitely going to have to plug
now,
this.
Here we come there. 8 is into the bad boy, the LAAL. Okay?
Goodness me.
Into the LAAL.
What's this? This is like the cheapest mastering compressor, right?
now watch this, right? Now this is what's great about the unit. I can press go here, and now I'm listening to the mix before anything here. And I have a port where I can make them, because what's going to happen, now I'm loud. The original mix in the 0 position is the original loudness.
Yeah.
But I can bring it up to make it as loud as the master. So I can do mix with all the gear, mix the original stem, but loud to match the master level.
Bro, what is this? Who makes this?
Yeah.
What is
Simon Clouds. What? Yeah. Same guy who made my mastering EQ, which is custom EQ. Same old guy, you see?
Made in Indonesia. I just assumed that was like a Masterlek.
Yeah, it is a clone of a Masterlek and a Sontec.
No, why haven't we heard about this guy? This guy's making some serious gear.
And then I have both an input. If the signal is too loud, I can bring it down, and the output.
Yeah. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so this is special in the studio here.
This is kind of
crazy. And the good thing is that you could customize this how you want. This is how I wanted my workflow to be, so that's how I designed it to be that way.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. The mid-side thing, like alone, and then the pre-mix, like to have the pre-mix level before.
So that's an offset button because normally your master will be louder than your original mix.
Yeah.
So I'm able to go original mix and just bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is cold. This is so good, bro. This is really good. But the speakers, we still keep.
Let's go. Let's let him hear the speakers. I'm gonna make him sit down.
Oh my god, okay, bro.
Right, let me get your back.
I'm getting the treatment.
What track you would like? Let's put up something in title.
Gosh, you're even changing the sample rate conversion.
Sample rate here, and then it changes my Orion, which because this is my master clock to the Orion as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And obviously, you know he's using the Elliott mouse.
When I saw that video yesterday, I smiled. I was like, bruv, you don't know what you've done. I need to go and set up all my shortcuts. I'm going to show you how my studio is set up. We're going to go with the small speakers first. Because everyone I heard on small speakers, they never heard it like this in any other place they've been.
Which one? The
overtones, and then we're going to go into it. So we'll see what your impression is. I'll show you how my system is. When I add the sub to this, you don't really hear anything apart. You hear like an octave extension. But the way I balance the sub, when you hear it with this, everything this doesn't have, it fools the rest of the spectrum for this. You'll hear it in a minute. So let's go with this. We'll start off with this, right?
No power. Wait, not yet. Not yet. Go back. You go down, yeah. Oh.
And that's no sub.
That's no sub.
That's just them. 5-inch speakers.
What?
They're the same size.
No.
They're the same size.
Pause the tune, bro. What do you mean there's no subwoofer I'm hearing right now?
There isn't. This is what baby bought them.
Deception, bruv. I don't believe you.
I haven't put it on yet. Look, it's not on yet.
What I'm hearing right now is just that little
5-inch speakers. Same size. They the same size.
No, but they've got some magic going on with the porting or something.
So let's say something. When I heard those speakers at SX Pro, right, we were having a function there with the designer of this from Mr. Strauss.
Yeah.
I stood by the door and I watched 40 people walk in. They were playing a Dua Lipa song on this. Everyone was looking for the sub.
Yeah.
Every single person that walked in the room was looking for the sub. And they were, when you told them there was no sub, they opened. I said to myself, one day, Kieran, you're going to be owning this.
Wow.
This is this plane with no sub.
Bro, this is actually mental. How loud do they go though? Because they must not go very loud, right?
They go to 90 or 85 watts. Now let's add the sub. Let's go.
That's interesting.
You just get an octave. You don't get loudness.
Yeah, you just get the feeling.
You don't get loudness.
So what sub are you using? Bro, what? Because I didn't even know you had a sub. You've never mentioned the sub.
I've never mentioned the sub because the sub is irrelevant. Because the sub for me is just gives me that extension when I want to just head on the way.
But it's not relevant for the Orotones though. I never even thought of putting a sub with Orotones, but that's making a difference. Yes. What is it? Is it just like a KOK or something like that?
No, it's just I'll tell you the name. I even forgot what the name of it is there. It's at the back of here. It's one of them that's from a hi-fi. It's a hi-fi sub from one of those 5.1 systems.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get the name in a minute. I'll tell you the name of it.
Yeah,
but I have it set to the funny thing is that I have it set to 30 hertz.
Okay.
But the Orotones go to 90 hertz. Call it 100 hertz, 90 hertz. When I put the sub on, you feel like you get from 100 hertz all the way down.
Yeah.
But then the way it's balanced, when it comes with those, you don't get loudness. You don't get no nothing.
Yeah.
You just feel like you got an extension of and that was me tweaking it.
It's really interesting though, because even in this room, like you think, it's like on the smaller side, so maybe he's gonna have an issue with the bass and whatnot. But like the speakers monitoring system sounds good in here, bro. Like you did a good job, man.
Thank you, bro.
You did a good job. Like honestly, really, bro. But yeah, man.
Because I like we're using one of your tracks because you know your track and you know how it plays.
Yeah.
But listen to clarity, width, everything. This is loud. This is -7 love. Yeah, but this is -7 love for me. Yeah.
Wait, because obviously I used to go -7 all the time back then.
Right. So I said I calibrate mine. Is
there a way to drop the light on that thing? I can't see it.
Yep. Let's go no light.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can see it now.
Right.
Okay.
So I calibrated my 0 to be -7 LUFS.
How?
Because this, when I send my tone, I have adjusters at the back of it.
No, but where is that receiving input from?
Right. Okay. So it's a tricky way to explain the way this is. So on the back of my monitor controller, I'm sending a signal from my monitor controller into the back of this here.
As if it's a pair of speakers.
Yeah. So it's receiving the same signal. So when I send a tone, now where my system is calibrated, when I send a neg 18 tone, everything is getting the same tone and it's reading 0 here. This is how I always test it. So I'm reading negative 18 here, and I'm reading here like this. Oh, what happens? I send a neg 7 because this is my target. The way I look at it there, without complicating it, 0 is my target. I'm typically going for the loudest I will go is -7 LUFS.
Yeah.
If I'm conservative, I know I'm on 1, which is -8 LUFS.
Yeah.
Right. So I will send a neg 7.
So just to clarify, when your meter hits 0, you're on -7. If it's on -1, you know you're -8.
You're on the -8.
And you're explaining to us now how you've calibrated this VU meter to know.
Yeah, like this. So I would send the neg. Then if I send the neg 7 in here, it will read neg 7 on here, and then I adjusted this to be 0. So in effect, neg 7 on my on here.
I got it. So
this is also, so both of those are getting the same signal.
So just to clarify, you use the TC electronic monitor to show you what's -7, what's -8. But this is just basically, essentially, you've just set this based on the output coming from your door. So the output coming from your door is neg 7, and you then moved the needle on the back of this to make it 0.
Make it 0.
So then that's how you know 0 is always neg 7. So when you're mastering, and you're thinking about loudness, you can just look at those VUs.
At that and see
what are these VUs? Because I've been after some VU meters.
Yeah, so those VU meters, it's from a guy who makes Mogami cables. I order my Mogami cables from him, and he makes this as well.
Okay, and who is that guy?
Yeah, he's his name will come to my head. It's something like, it's called like music sounds or music lights.
We'll get it later, then I'll tag it up.
Yeah.
And then you've also got the DMSDs, which is that kind of military grade shock absorption.
DMSD 50s.
And you've got the smaller ones, right?
Yeah.
See, I was nervous.
Because the bigger ones, the 60s, is for 20 kilograms and heavier.
Do you know what's interesting? Because I used to have the X Machina Pulsars, and they were super heavy.
So you would need the 60s for those. Honestly, the difference those made, because I used to have the Oral X pads and I used to have them doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah. The difference in my low end this made, put in those DMFD 50s.
Yeah.
It was whatever 200 and something pounds I spent for those is money well spent from SX Pro.
Yeah.
Well spent. The difference in the low end, and you can hear it. I don't have the biggest room. I don't have the excessive amount of thing, but the way I designed this room, anyone that comes is always like, you don't hear a lot of vibration or resonance and stuff. And I don't mix and master crazy loud, you know, but you could just hear the difference of how it is. But those, they made a significant difference in my setup anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro, you're speaking about these with way too much passion. I had to just bring this back.
Sorry, I had to bring it back. Yeah, so we were talking about, so Alec, I've heard the speakers.
Unbelievable. No, so this speaker sounds way bigger than it actually is, and the tweeter is the smoothest sounding tweeter I think I've ever heard. And then I just said that I'm not hearing any distortion in this speaker whatsoever. When it went to the mid-range, I wasn't hearing any distortion.
Why is this able to go that low? Okay, so I'm saying this here is 25 years of innovation. We're selecting the right box with the right cone. And let's talk about the important bit. 90-something% of people out there with great speakers, they are DSP corrected, bruv.
Yeah.
Right? This is full analog. This speaker is the lowest distortion ever achieved.
How long did it take it to get that done?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 25 years of designing this speaker. Mr. Strauss, okay, from Switzerland. It's all about, he said to me, it's all about the dome, the material of the dome, and look at the length of this box. And all this box have is 2 holes.
Oh my lord, bro, that thing is long.
Now, what's the other thing I want to show you? Look at this. You see the tweeter is stepped back 20 mil? If you shift that speaker,
because it's lined up directly with the cone, right?
If you shift it if you shift that speaker anywhere out of here, it's out of phase.
No, this guy knows his stuff.
Okay,
this guy knows his stuff.
And this was years of playing for the tweeter placement. It's not just by default that it's stepped. It's to make the tweeter be in line with the main.
So the time domain is that's why I'm saying they sound so tight, because the time domain is aligned.
It's aligned, but not through DSP, through speaker box design and placement of the cord.
Which is interesting because I guess it's hard to achieve that, right, if he had a toolbox, because ultimately the tweeter would have to be ingressed into the unit, which means he would then need some kind of wave guide.
Right, yes.
But actually, because the tweeter has nothing to the left or the right of it,
that's it.
It's genius, because he's just like, I'll just stick it on the top and push it further back.
And play the fit 10 mil. No, it doesn't work. 15 mil, 20 mil, 25 mil.
So it's not just an aesthetic choice. Yeah. This is actually a bit of the secret sauce that
the secret sauce
Mr. Man's adding.
Step back so that this is in phase.
Yeah. Nice.
All manual, no DSP.
Nice. You really don't like the DSP. Honestly, I had to drop the DSP because the DSP was giving me latency
stuff and all of that. If you
everyone knows from my IK1 Media
I rate him. Check him. He's he's achieved the lowest.
But at the same time, we have to give the disclaimer. These are not cheap speakers. These aren't entry level speakers.
No. But guy, you have to look at me. I started from having an Alesis Mac 2, Alesis MK2s.
Wow.
You know, then I moved to Focal CMS65s.
Yeah.
Then I moved to PMC 6s.
Yeah.
You know, and then I made work my way. So it's not just somebody just going to go and buy 8 grand speakers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is years, guys. It's not just like, I'm going to, unless your dad is Mr. Gates or something. It's just a working process and passion.
How long have you been building and collecting gear for? Because
so the first piece of gear I bought was in 2004.
Okay.
Right, I literally just took it out of the rack. It's on the corner there. It's the TL Audio 5060.
Okay.
I took this out of the rack there because I'm getting rid of those. But that's the first piece of gear, and just from 2004, I've been building up my chin.
I see a lot of people, they see all the gear and all the racks.
I just went and buy all of that.
No, none of us did that. Like we grinded, you buy something, you sell something, you put the money of that towards the new thing.
Exactly that.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, you don't just go and have a £4,000 comp, you know? Or an 8,000 limiter.
No. And the thing is, it's powerful because the financial limitation was a benefit, because ultimately we had to get the most we could, right, out of that unit, because we couldn't afford to get any other ones. So you had to make sure that you was getting the most you can get out of that one unit.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Kira, man, honestly, I think obviously it's your birthday. We don't want a birthday celebration. I don't want to do the whole day filming or whatever, but thanks so much for taking the time to just show us yourself. I can see you're like a proud dad, right? Man's got that proud face, man.
I got to show him a few more things. I have to make him hear something. I need to make him hear the LAAL, how the LAAL was compared to something. I'll put up a session